OnStar, the vehicle communications and assistance service that puts vast amounts of information and unrivaled safety and security right at your fingertips.
Connecting to OnStar.
Using global positioning and wireless technology, integrated in-vehicle electronics, and a professionally staffed center that's available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, OnStar makes life a lot less hectic and a lot more worry-free.
Thank you for calling OnStar. This is Jenny Nolan. How may I help you today?
But don't take our word for it. Just listen to what our subscribers are saying. The stories that follow are all based on real-life experiences.
Yes, and we'll take care of that for you right away.
I was at a lake in a remote area with my kids and 2 of their friends. They were swimming, horsing around, really having a great time. Then, my daughter Katie jumps off an inner tube and breaks her leg. I was pretty frantic. I rushed everyone into my minivan, all the while trying to maintain some semblance of calm. Then we headed off toward the hospital. We're driving around on these back roads when I suddenly realized I have no idea where the hospital is. There's nothing around, no one to ask. I didn't even see a gas station. Then my son Danny reminds me to hit the OnStar button.
Thank you for calling the OnStar Center. This is Rebecca Walters. How can I help you today, Mrs. Peterson?
I told the advisor what had happened, that we were lost and had to get to the hospital.
Okay, Mrs. Peterson. We have got you on Edom Road heading north. Now, if you continue to go straight, you'll hit Highway 31 just 2 miles up the road. Turn left, heading west, and then you'll see the hospital just 3 miles up the road on the right-hand side.
The advisor was great. She gave us clear directions, then contacted the hospital to let them know we were coming. When we pulled up, they were all prepared for Katie. They knew her name. They even had a teddy bear waiting for her. You should have seen the look on her face. It was a happy ending to a very stressful situation. OnStar saved the day, didn't it, honey?
Uh-huh.
I went to my favorite Chinese restaurant to order a carry-out. I'm in there maybe 10 minutes. I pick up my order, walk outside, and someone's stealing my car. So there I was, holding my Chinese food, watching my brand new car leave without me. So I went into the restaurant to use the phone. They thought something was wrong with my order. They're very particular with their quality. I explained to them what happened and they couldn't believe it. Apparently nothing like this had ever happened before. So they let me use the phone and I called OnStar. They were able to quickly locate the car. So they conferenced in the police and they told them exactly where my car was heading. The thief, he never had a chance. He drove maybe 5 miles, pulled into a parking lot, and before he knew it, he was completely surrounded. Well, after I got off the phone, I went outside to wait on my car. And I figured since I had all this great food, I might as well put it to some good use. I had barely put a dent in my mugu gai pan when the police officers pulled up with my car. It was awesome. The whole process took less than 20 minutes. And I got my car back in perfect condition. OnStar worked great. Hey, without it, I could have lost my car forever.
The light was green. I was going about 45 miles an hour, and this car ran a red light. I slammed on my brakes and tried to swerve, but I ended up hitting the back end of his car. My front airbags went off, and before the car even came to a stop, someone was on the line asking me if I was all right.
Mrs. Connor, this is Jeff Harrington from OnStar Emergency. We have a signal your airbags have deployed. Are you okay? Mrs. Connor.
Fortunately, I was okay, a bit frazzled. But Jeff helped me through it. He assessed the situation. He told me everything would be all right. Then he contacted the appropriate authorities. He even stayed on the line to keep me at ease until help arrived. In no time at all, the police, the EMS, and the tow truck were on the scene. I didn't have to do anything. OnStar did it all for me. When I look back, considering what could have been, I am so grateful that OnStar was there for me.
Usually the Puget Sound Ferry is a good place to relax and prepare for the day ahead. Unfortunately, that wasn't the case on a recent Monday morning. Well, Tommy, a crew member, accidentally locked the keys inside my car, which was parked near the front with about, I'd say about 100 or so cars behind it. It's 7:30 in the morning, and all these people have to get to work, and my car is standing in their way. The last thing I wanted to do was cause a mob scene, so I called OnStar. I got Jenny, I gave her my PIN code, and told her that my keys were locked inside the car.
Mr. Dravick, your car is in the middle of the water.
Well, I explained the situation, and I assured her that my car, was not sitting on the bottom of the ocean. And she said,
Unlocking the doors won't be a problem, Mr. Dravick. We'll send an electronic signal, so just stand by your car and wait.
Tommy was skeptical about the whole process, so he came with me. Like magic, the doors unlocked. Tommy couldn't believe it. He was like, no way. Because of OnStar, I was able to avoid what could have been a very embarrassing situation. And as it turned out, it was just another Monday morning on the Puget Sound Ferry. Well, except for Tommy. Hopefully he's no longer so skeptical.
You know, I thought I had connections. Then I tried to get season tickets to the Green Bay Packers. Nothing. I even knew one of the club's managers and still couldn't get them. So I figured give OnStar a shot. What they had. They'd never failed me before. I'd used it to get restaurant reservations, to locate cash machines. I even had OnStar order flowers for my wife. You know what? OnStar had a line on Packer tickets later that day. Pretty good ones, too. It was 4th and goal, and OnStar delivered. Let's see if the Packers can.
I ran into a situation that was simply unbelievable. On a trip back home from Vanderbilt, my daughter and I took a wrong turn, hit some water, slid, ended up on the railroad tracks. The car was stuck, totally stuck. We couldn't budge it an inch. So I called OnStar for a tow truck and waited. That's when things got interesting.
I hate to alarm you, but a train usually comes through here about 4 o'clock.
That's great. That gives us about 5 minutes. We'll take care of it. Well, I called OnStar back and told them the situation. The advisor was able to call the police immediately, and they were able to get in contact with the train engineer. Luckily, he was able to stop it in time. The tow truck came by a few minutes later and got us off the tracks. It's really amazing how everything worked out.
Let OnStar help you overcome life's obstacles. 2 plans are available with the Safety and Security Plan, Emergency Services, Automatic Airbag Deployment Notification, Stolen Vehicle Tracking, and Remote Diagnostics are among the many capabilities designed to see you through stressful situations. With the Premium Services Plan, you get all this, plus route support, ride assist, and convenience and concierge services. These extensive portfolios make time spent driving more worry-free, more productive, and more enjoyable. OnStar is available or standard on many GM vehicles. It's the one-touch connection to people who can help. Wherever you go, OnStar is there.
And remember, we're here for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.